channel, Tay Rosé here. For this video, I have yet another collection for you. I saw this again all over the internet and I was like, ooh, I have to have it. It's like everything that's on the internet, I have to have. If you haven't seen my thumbnail already, I will be doing a review on the, drumroll please, the Wet n Wild Pampered Collection. Okay, so now before you say anything, yes, I know this is only 4 items, but here's what happened. There are some things that I know that I do not need, so I decided not to get them. I really wanted 5, but the 5th item was sold out everywhere, so unfortunately I was able to get that one. I can just tell you from now, it was the spray that was supposed to go with the body shimmer. It was supposed to be the spray for my face, so my face can be shimmery. Unfortunately, I don't have that, but I do have everything else, and I can't wait to talk about it. So, if you'd like to see and hear my thoughts on this product and how it looks on my skin tone, then please be sure to keep watching. So now, all the pricing and the information where to get this from is going to be in the description box below. This was at Ulta, this was on Amazon, and they finally released it on the Wet n Wild website. I did my face already, and I am wearing the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I'm going to link the video towards the end so you can see a review on my thoughts with this foundation. So I actually want to start with my eyes, and this is the Wet n Wild Pampered Palette for Eye and Face. There are 4 shades in here, and I like how they copied somebody, but I like how they have the names on the back. The first thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to prime my eyes. I'm going to work with my right eyelid for today and then do my left eye off camera. So now I got this product for free, and this is the Photo Focus Eyeshadow Primer, and this is in the shade Only a Matter of Prime. That's cool. I like that name. Only a Matter of Prime is like only a matter of time, and like only a matter of time that I started going back to eyeshadow primers. It's been a minute. I always work with concealers. I'm hoping this is like a white or even like a nude, so that way I can see how it is. That looks pretty thick. I feel like this is gonna be really neat. I'm just gonna squeeze it on my eye, and then I'm going to take this Morphe concealer brush, and I'm going to blend this out. Just want to try to see. Again, I normally use concealer, but if this doesn't work, then I will be going back to my concealer. I stopped using primers because I realized that it wasn't working for me. It wasn't my forte. It wasn't my go-to. Okay, so it looks like I have the eyeshadow primer, and I think just for the sake of being safe, playing it safe, I'm going to go in with a concealer. I'm doing everything Wet n Wild today, or almost everything Wet n Wild today, and that is this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer, and this is in the shade Tawny. I was complaining about the size and how it's very sheer, so I know that this first part is going to be sheer. You just have to apply a lot, and then you should be a-okay. I can say though that it is kind of difficult to blend in my concealer. It just stays in there, so I'm kind of worried about how the rest of this look is going to be. You see that ring right there? So I'm just going to take my micellar water makeup wipes, and I'm going to wipe it off. This is absolutely no. So this isn't by Wet n Wild, but this is by Precision Beauty. These are the micellar water wipes. They have a bunch of other ones as well that you can grab. They are exclusively at Marshall's and at TJ Maxx, so I say grab those. It's worth the bucks. No, this primer is stuck. Ugh. We're gonna try this again. So I'm not going to use the eyeshadow primer. I'm gonna try it on my own and see how it is. I'm gonna play it safe and go back to this concealer. I'm just going to do that and see how this goes. I'm just gonna apply it a lot, just so that way I have the perfect base. That's a trick to a lot of these concealers. Gosh, like that mess was not coming off. I had to take a makeup balm. I'm currently using this makeup balm by e.l.f. So I had to take a little bit of that, and then I had to apply that all over my eyes. It was only like a tiny bit, like a scrape. So in honor of this video, we have, it's named Pampered, or there's so many different ways in which you can pamper yourself. I know there's a lot of ways in which I pamper myself. I honestly started to do that in 2020, and we all know what happened in 2020. In 2020, that is when I started to delve into pampering myself and self-care, and I've been practicing that beforehand, but then when it came to that time when there was a time of reflection, then I was like, okay, I need to find a way to really reflect or really pamper myself. So now I'm gonna officially go into this Wet n Wild Pampered palette for eye and face. So I know, like, these colors, I know I have this in my makeup collection, but I just had to have it because it's from Wet n Wild. The first shade I'm going to delve into is Pep Talk, which is this nude shade right here. I can say that it's very shimmery. So let's see how this looks on the eyes. Ooh, and it's a really pretty shade too. So one of the ways in which I was starting to really pamper myself, or really just delving into that self-care, is really taking care of my skin. That was one thing that I decided to delve into, so just taking care of my skin, which I've been doing that for some time. But then I was slacking, to be honest. I was slacking on my skincare, but then in 2020 I said, okay, I need to really set up a schedule. And setting up a schedule, that helps out a lot. And I have a perfect schedule for this year as well, where I know exactly what it is that I'm doing. I know the days when I'm doing my skincare. I know the days when I'm doing my body care. I know the days when I'm going to wash, meditate, read my podcast, journal. I know the days in which I'm going to do all of that. This color is really pretty. The next shade I'm going to delve into, I think I'm going to delve into Claim This. Now this is going to go all over on my lids, because you all know I'm going to create an halo eye. It's been a minute since I've done that. So now with skincare, with pampering myself, I make sure I buy the best, I don't want to say the best skincare products, but I buy the best skincare products for myself. Which ones will be good? And it doesn't have to be anything wicked expensive. I know a lot of people are thinking, oh, you gotta have expensive skincare. No, you do not. I was working with Good Molecules. Good Molecules sent some products to me, and those are affordable. And you can get those at Ulta. And ever since I've tried those products, I'm like, okay, I can definitely get into it with Good Molecules. And since then, I've been using their Niacinamide Toner. I've been using their Discoloration Serum. Those are my top two faves from the Good Molecules collection. And there was something else too that I like, but I don't remember. But those are my top two faves that I am using at the moment. So I've been using that, and that's part of as to why my skin has been smooth also. I'm gonna go back into Pep Talk, and I'm going to blend this part out because Claim This decided to morph right in there. I buy things from Marshalls and TJ Maxx also, and it's not just my face creams. Like my face creams, I get those elsewhere, man. You know about Good Molecules. That is what I use for my face. I also do buy my masks from Marshalls. I buy my gua sha, and I don't use gua sha. I use a jade roller, but it's really the rose quartz roller. I buy that from Marshalls. That's how I pamper myself to really feel like I'm in a spa. I'm having a spa moment. I have my steamer from Amazon. I do that to really focus in on my skin. Now this is really pretty all on its own. I like this a lot. So I do my steamer. It's from Amazon, and I usually steam my face every Sunday. That helps, especially knowing that I have work, and I'm not gonna steam my face every darn day. I mean, that's just not, that to me is unnecessary. I feel like once a week is beneficial, to be honest. You don't have to do it every day. If you want to do it every day, knock yourself out. I mean, that's your face. But I'm not gonna do that. Tend to do that. And I also show pamper in my skin through my body care. I buy a lot of body scrubs. I know it's very controversial, but I mean, a lot of people are saying that the Tree Hut body scrubs aren't the best. I like Tree Hut. Anytime I see Tree Hut have a new body scrub, I'm going right there and I'm gonna grab it. I'm going to purchase a Tree Hut body scrub because I feel like they are the most vigorous, and that can get my skin to be extremely smooth. I feel like anything else is not gonna get your skin looking smooth. You know, that's just my opinion. Everybody has their opinion on which body scrubs they like. I love Tree Hut. That's what I mainly use on my skin. And I love the exfoliating gloves. I feel like that is really good as well. That plus a Tree Hut scrub, that makes my skin extra soft, extra smooth. I'm gonna first go into Rose Petals, that really light pink shade. and I'm going to place that in the center where my halo eye is. So I use exfoliating gloves to do that, and then sometimes when I come from work, because I like to shower twice a day on the weekdays, I normally will use a loofah to really scrub my skin, and I do use the Dove body scrub as well. Ooh, this is kind of sheer. I'm gonna have to put on a whole lot. I use the Dove body wash to really, as part of a way to pamper myself in the nighttime. I'm going to put some more on this. This color, I'm surprised, man. It looks pretty pigmented in here, but then not so much on my eyes. But I'm gonna go back into claim this, and I'm going to blend that in because I don't like lines, and y'all know that. Another thing too, like after I shower, I go in with my oils and I go in with my lotion, and the oils I mainly use are from Victoria's Secret. I feel like those oils work really best in my opinion. Some people may argue and say that those oils are no good, blah 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 blah, but it's something that I like. I like Victoria's Secret body oils. I think their body oils are really good in my opinion. I like their body oils, and it actually keeps your skin extra smooth too. It's nothing, there's no catch to it. I have the lavender and vanilla one from the Victoria's Secret brand, and then I have all the oils from the Victoria's Secret pink brand. You may have seen it on my shorts where I have the I have the coconut vanilla, I have the rose water, I have honey lavender, I have honey ginger, that's one, and then I even have some Treat Hot body butters as well. I have the candy cane one, and I have the watermelon one. I had to get the watermelon one, and I had to get the candy cane one for the season. Same with the ginger one too. I had to get that one for the holiday season. I feel like that would have been beneficial for myself. I don't know. That's just me talking. So I'm just gonna put some more of that pink shade in there from earlier, because now this hard work is getting covered, and that's not okay with me. Okay, what I'm gonna do with this darker shade, I'm just going to pat it in there and not rub it, because I think that's the issue. I'm like surprised. I think it's the concealer. That's new. That never happens when I do a halo eye. This is why I barely do halo eyes though, because there's always something that comes up. There's always an issue that arises, and that gets on my nerves. So I decided to do my left eye off camera, and decided to figure out what was happening. I can tell you that so far with this, there's so much, I mean so much kickback. Like I thought some other brands were worse. Wow, this eyeshadow palette has a lot of kickback. It is way too much. So I'm gonna try one more shade, because I mean it is very glitzy, and it is just two chairs to me. It's a really bright pink shade, so hopefully this works. I'm actually going to try this silicone brush, so let's see how this works. Let's see. Okay, it's not as glitzy as I imagined it to be. Maybe it's the applicator. I don't know. Let me see. Okay, so I can say that it does look better compared to this, and it does brighten up my look by a lot. I wanted to talk more about pampering myself, but then with this eyeshadow look, I gotta stay focused, stay concentrated. I'm gonna do some more of the shimmer shade. Just kind of like dot it in on the parts where it's needed. That's another thing too. With pampering myself, I have to have a positive mindset. But if something's not working, I just have to move on. You know, just have to move on and just start fresh. I'm gonna apply on some more concealer. I'm gonna make sure to apply it on a lot, so at least it can become bright, my look. So the eyeshadow palette is pigmented itself, but then it's just like not doing what it's supposed to do. I can't say that I really love the color or the shade Claim This. I really love that one a lot. It's really bright. I love everything else except for the final two shades, or maybe I could put that final shade, the glitter, in here with a brush and then see how that goes. I'm gonna try something a little different with this halo eye. I usually don't apply any concealer on the outside when it comes down to my halo eye, but I'm starting to see a little peep show in different places where it shouldn't be, so I need to do that. That's something too. I also invest in different skincare creams based on my skincare concerns. So I have dark circles, so I tend to focus mainly on anything where I can cover up my dark circles or kind of get rid of my dark circles and kind of have them get reduced But I have large pores, and I also am using COSRX. Thanks to influencer, I didn't know anything about COSRX. And since COSRX sent me stuff with influencer, I'm able to use those products, and those products are really good. I still have the snail cream, but I put it around my eyes to keep my eyes hydrated. And I just bought the COSRX AHA toner for my whiteheads, because I have a lot of whiteheads in different parts where it's very hard to come out. And I've noticed that since using that and the good molecules, that my skin has been very smooth, and I'm very thankful for that, because now my base is very smooth too when it comes down to my makeup. So if you like a rundown on how to have a smooth base before you apply on your makeup, of course you know where to hit me up, comments or messages. So I'm gonna go in with Claim This. I'm going to apply it only on the bottom lash line. Like, watch how wicked this look is gonna look. Like, look at that. I just take a little bit and I'm just going to spread it along my bottom lash line, because I don't really like dark colors like that. Another way in which I like to pamper myself, and I know I talked about this beforehand, is I like to watch TV, and I also like to read. I'm trying to get back into reading, but then that could be a hassle in of itself as well. Even though it's not an excuse, I need to get back into reading. I have 2 books literally that I'm halfway in there, and I'm not reading it. So I need to read it, and I need to finish up my shows too on Netflix. I'm still on Raising Dion season 2. There is no excuse for it. So I do that at nighttime. So I'm going to go in with Cheers to Me, this pink shade in here. I'm not even showing y'all because it's a lot of kickback. But also too, I don't just pamper myself in regards to myself. I also pamper myself with my room. There's things that I buy that makes me feel good. I buy room scent things. So I just bought this Febreze system where it's supposed to make your room smell good for 60 days or 2 months. Even though it's really makes your room smell good for a month before you have to change out the filter. But it still makes your room smell good. Investing in candles too. That helps out a lot with helping to pamper yourself. I mean, you want to enter into a room that smells really nice. I'm not saying that my room smells or anything, but I just want to elevate the scents that are in my room. Right now, I have on this Lavender Moss candle wax, and it is by Better Homes and Gardens, exclusively from Walmart. I love Walmart, don't trip. And it smells really good. I'm like, dang, Walmart did their thing with this. I love it a lot. When I tidy up my bed, I also spray it over my bed with Febreze. And my current scent at the moment is April Fresh. I really love the smell of April Fresh. That's one of the best scents that I think that Febreze has, hands down. And it smells good. I mean, when I cuddle into my sheets, I smell April Fresh exclusively by Febreze. And I'm in love. And that just makes me feel homey, and it makes me go to sleep earlier too. So my eyes look much better. I'm gonna put this in the category for now, and I'm gonna place it on the screen as to the categories in which I will be putting my products in that I just bought. So what's going to happen is I'm going to contour my face. I'm gonna even do my highlight. I might even do my lashes even, and then I'm gonna go from there with the other 3 products. So I feel like my makeup looks much better. The lashes I'm wearing is the Kiss Lash Extensions Volume Full Set, and it does make me look like I got volume for days on my eyes. Okay. It even brightens out my eyes as well. Like, just looking at it. Got it. I'm gonna move on to the 3 products, and then I'm gonna do the rating for myself. So I have the Wet n Wild Pampered blush, and this is in the shade Self Love Club, because in the midst of all this, you gotta show yourself self-love. Throughout the years, I've always shown self-love, but I mean, in 2023, I plan on showing self-love to myself all the way. I like this shade. Oh gosh, Jesus. Oh god. I don't know why I went in there. Let's see. Oh gosh, this is... Okay, this mess. Okay, I think it's starting to sink into the skin. This is like a really light peachy shade, if you can see on this side of my face. It is like light. I don't know if this is like pH balance or whatever the case may be, where it adjusts to your skin shade, because that's been a whole lot of that happening too. But I'm gonna put this in my category. So we're showing self-love. My best advice for you also is to do affirmations. There is an affirmations app. There's so many affirmation apps where you can set it, and then it comes in on your phone, or if you wear Apple Watch, it comes on your Apple Watch, and then you get that as a reminder. Definitely affirmations. That's part of pampering yourself too, is having a positive mindset. That goes in with that as well. Okay, so second to final product is this Wet n Wild limited edition Pampered lip gloss, and this is in the shade Glitz Ritual. And I don't say like ritual, but I do have like my routine for my Sunday, for my Saturday, and that I just made 2 this year, and I can tell you I'm doing a darn good job. I even do my lash extensions too on Sundays whenever like I'm not having a busy schedule. I love this shade. Like, look at it. This reminds me of something I already have though, by Wet n Wild. Now thinking about it, I am bummed out that I didn't get the spray, because that would have been really nice to have like a different spin on it. Because I'm someone that's used to matte setting sprays, because I like to keep my face mattified. But I wouldn't mind trying a different setting spray that's not matte, you know? Something that has a little shimmer in there. Especially now knowing that I know my skin type. But this is just so gorgeous though. I know I keep on saying it, but I'm going to actually... This is the only thing that I'm applying to my lips. So, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to apply this NYX Professional Lip Pencil. And this is in shade Peekaboo Neutral. This I had got for free from Ulta when I was ordering something else from NYX. So I'm just going to try this on and see how this is. This is my first impressions on this, by the way. Okay, it's not bad. I like this shade. So I have a couple of things. So first thing is, this shade is not bad. This reminds me of something that I bought previously. And then second thing is, I want to talk about food, because that's another way in which you pamper yourself. But an Instacart wants to be a blip, and so now I've been ordered from like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock today. I ordered very early, and then they keep pushing it back to 5, and then they push it back to 7:30. And then they push it back to 9 p.m. Like, when am I going to stay up and eat 9 p.m.? I'm going to do the lip gloss now. And then I'm go from there. Oh gosh, okay. This is really pretty. What I should have did though was do my entire lips this lip pencil. So let me take this off and do that. So this is going to be my lipstick for today. Is this NYX lip pencil in Peekaboo Neutral. Alright, so now I'm going in with the lip gloss. Alright, so this looks really good. I just need to add on a little more. They did have this, the non-shimmery version, but I have plenty of those, so I was not trying to go for that. So again, it's not bad. I mean, I wish that it was a little more like shimmery. It still is pretty though, so it's not bad. I feel like I have to keep dipping in a lot too. Really pretty in the packaging, but then with application wise, I don't know. I truly don't know. So I'm going to place it in my category. I can say that from Wet n Wild, their best lip glosses is from the horoscope collection. I have Cancer, I have Pisces. I have so many. That video is going to be at the very end of this video. But we're just going to finish this out. The final one I have was this Illuminating Body Glow. I usually like to put this on in the summertime, and I like to mix it in with my lotions. Especially if it's the summertime, like I said before. And if I want to go out and I want to show my skin, then I put it on my skin. And the shade of this, I don't know why they even gave this a shade, because it wasn't 2, it was just only 1. But the shade of this is Manifesting. This looks really runny. Oh gosh. It smells really good. You can see there's some shimmer on here versus this part. So it's really good. It's not bad. It's just like very light. Like the one that I got from e.l.f. in that Retro Paradise collection, that was shimmer. I'm gonna go grab the brush for it because I don't keep doing it on my hands. I'll be right back. So this is the body brush, and this I had found years later in Marshall's, and this was for like $3.99 compared to the regular price. So I'm gonna try this and see how it goes. This is originally for the Retro Paradise collection. Look at it. That mess just sinks directly in. It doesn't sit on top. So this is really watery. Ooh. Okay. So you can definitely see a difference. Now my hand's cold. My arms. Now my arms are cold. So you can see the difference. So this side is with my hand. And then this side is with the brush. I say if you are buying this body oil, definitely use the brush. Okay? Definitely use the brush. Ooh. Okay. I see some shimmer. Okay. Okay, so this isn't bad after all. This isn't bad. The one thing I don't like about it though is that you have to put on a lot. The reason why I even bought this is because on Faux Lure, they're selling a lot of body shimmers, like the body shimmer lotion, and I think it's really beautiful. They have the pink, the blue, and the green. And so I was happy when Wet n Wild had this one. And then I'm trying it out now and I'm like, this is kind of watery. It smells really good. I can't detect the smell. It smells fruity for sure. So now that I am done with my makeup look, I'm going to delve into my final thoughts on this collection. I'm going to say overall concept was cute because the message behind it is that we all need to pamper ourselves. When in doubt, buy something for ourselves, whether it's a new makeup product, which I buy makeup for myself all the time. Like that self-care day, pampering yourself, going shopping, eating out, whatever pampering looks like to you. That's the message that Wet n Wild is trying to go for. So I like that concept. As for the products that I bought, let's get into it. So this, I'm going to say is, I'll say it's on par with being Tay Rosé approved, this Illuminating Body Glow. Reason being that it takes a lot of sprays to get onto this brush. And then I have to rub it in. And then I get to see the glow. It's not bad. But for someone who wants to see the glow automatically, or someone that doesn't use a brush, it can be a problem. So this would be on par with being Tay Rosé approved for that reason. I will say that this lip gloss is on par with being Tay Rosé approved because it's not pigmented enough. It's very moisturizing and it's very pretty. That's the reason why it's even on par with being Tay Rosé approved. This blush by Wet n Wild is on par because it goes on really white in the beginning on my skin tone. But then now you can see the actual color. It's very settling. It's very nice. This is a good winter spring shade for someone like myself. And then finally, for being on par being Tay Rosé approved, is this limited edition face and eye palette. I can say some of the colors were really pretty. But as for the blendability with some of them, when it comes up to concealer, it was not, I'm doing it. Like, it was very difficult for me to get my halo eye. I had to remix it and kind of make it my own. This shade, the Claim This, is beautiful. Pep Talk, also beautiful. And plus to this, had the most kickback. I know I said in a video I was not going to talk about kickback, but I had to. It was so much, even with the blush itself, it was a lot of kickback. Rose Petals was too light for me. I don't like this shade at all. And then this shade, this is how it looks on myself. So it's alright. But I mean, if I were to compare this to any of my eyeshadow palettes that I have, yeah, you already know my thoughts. And then I have one product that is not Tay Rosé approved, and this is the eyeshadow primer. Never, ever, 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 I'm not doing this again. I tried it in the beginning. It was a hot mess. So I'm just gonna toss it out. I do thank Wet n Wild for sending that for free, because everyone loves free products, and it is good that they show the customers that they care. But that is a no-go. Nuh-uh. So with that being said, this entire makeup collection was on par being Tay Rosé approved. I'm going to call it a night and just say that thank you for watching this video. Please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you can see more of me. Also, when you are finished subscribing to this channel, do not forget to click on the notification bell so that way you are on the alert as to when my videos are out. Please be sure to check out the previous videos over in the section that's coming up next. It's a video from the last time, and you're also going to see the Wet n Wild first impressions too from a long time ago. You're going to see that over there as well. I will see you there. Bye.